Hi friends, it is me Stace. Yesterday we did this really cute Halloween door decor. I really like that design. So today I'm actually going to take that design and turn it into a card. Isn't that cute? All right, let's go to the computer and we'll get started. All right, here we are at the computer. I'm already inside a Cricut Design Space on the welcome screen. From here, click on the Halloween category. Then go to the upper left corner in the search box and type in door frame. And then click on enter. Then go down to projects and you will see the door frame we made yesterday. There's another cat one, a boo one. If you use the arrow and go over, you will see there's also a Christmas one and another Halloween one. We're going to go back and use the one that we used yesterday. So I'm going to click on that. It brings up a preview on the far right at the very bottom and click on edit a copy. What I want to do is slice this image and use part of it to attach to a card. So I'm going to first resize it just so I'm able to see everything in my screen. The left-hand side toolbar, let's click on Shapes, any square. Have this square selected. Go to the top toolbar, unlock the lock. And I want to remove all this piece here. So I'm going to bring my square over and drag it out. And I'm also going to line my rectangle up with this solid line there. Just like that. I'm going to highlight everything, right-click on that and choose Slice. Then we can take this part out of the way and then remove all these pieces. And I also want to slice off the top here, and you will see there's a jaggedy edge. I'm going to go down until I'm at the smooth side. So I'm going to click on Shapes again, and a square. The very top, unlock the lock, and then we'll move our square over to cover the pieces that we don't want. Highlight everything, right-click on that and choose Slice. So now we have just that piece. So we can remove those. Now I want to attach this to a card. So left-hand side toolbar again, click on Shapes, any square. And I'm going to resize this to be the same size as an A2 size card, which is 8.5 by 5.5. So have the square selected, go to the top toolbar where the size is. You're going to unlock the lock, make the width be 8.5, and the height is going to be 5.5. I'm also going to change the color of this so I can see it a little better. Make it be orange. I'm going to take this piece. I also want to resize this, just the height to be 5.5 inches. So I have this piece selected. Again, at the top toolbar, you want to leave the lock locked and change only the height and make this piece be 5.5. Now I'm going to line up this solid piece with the far right-hand corner. So I'm going to bring this over on top. I'm going to right-click on that first and choose Bring to Front. Move it over so I'm able to line it up on the far right-hand side. Maybe a little bit more. So I think that looks pretty good there. I'm going to highlight everything. Go to the top toolbar, choose a line, and I'm going to choose Center Vertically. This will line everything up top to bottom. Right, so you can see that's lined up nicely. I'm going to highlight everything, right-click on that, and go down and choose Combine, and then choose Weld. So now we have this shape welded to our card. By adding the shape here, it did adjust the width, so I'm going to highlight my piece, go to the very top toolbar where the size is. I'm going to unlock the lock and change the width back to be 8.5. It did squish the images a little bit, but I think it's okay because it's a Halloween card. Now I do want to add text to the front, so I'm going to go to my left-hand side toolbar, click on the text box, and I'm going to type in Happy Halloween. And I want to change my text so I'm able to use the marker so it has a writing style. To change the text, go to the upper left-hand corner where the font is, click on the arrow, go to the far right and click on Filter, then go down and choose Writing. And you can pick any one of these fonts you like. I'm going to come up and I'm going to type in the word Fright. All right, let me go back. Did I choose? Oh, there we go. Choose Writing. Okay, so now I typed in the word Fright to there. It's going to choose that again and click on Enter. For some reason, the fonts are not showing up. All right, let's go back. There we go. I think I was on bookmarked. Fright. There we go. Okay, so make sure you're on Cricut fonts up here. All right, so we have two results for the word Fright. We have BFC Friday Night, which looks like that. If I click on it, you'll see my text change. I want to use the top one, which is A Frightful Affair. And again, you'll see my font change here. So I like that font. Now I want to add a pumpkin. So left-hand side toolbar, let's go to the images. Type in pumpkin in the search box at the very top. Then click on Enter. On the left-hand side, under these filters, I'm going to click on the plus sign for operation type, and I'm going to choose draw only. Because our text is using the markers, I want the pumpkin to also draw out. All right, so here's our pumpkin images. I'm going to scroll down until I get to the semi-spooky one, which is right there. I choose add to canvas. All right, I'm going to bring my pumpkin down and just resize them to fit my font better. Maybe move them up a little bit. I'm going to highlight my font and the pumpkin, go to the top toolbar, choose Align, then choose Center Horizontally. That'll center everything left to right. I'm going to right click on that and choose Group. Now if I want to add it to my card, I need to make sure that I'm not going to add it where the card folds. So what I want to do is create a template. So left hand side toolbar again, click on Shapes, any square, and I'm going to resize this to be half of the size of our card. So I have my piece selected, go to the top toolbar, we're going to unlock the lock again. For the width, make this piece be 4.25 and the height is going to be 5.5. I'm going to line this up on the left hand side. This is going to mark where my card is folded on this line here. So if I bring this up and I make it be that big, you can see when my card is folded, I'm going to lose part of that text. So I'm going to just resize it to where it fits inside here. Kind of center it, so I think that looks pretty good. I can now remove the template. We no longer need that. I'm going to highlight everything, go to the top toolbar again and choose Align, and again I'm going to choose Center Vertically, so it centers everything top to bottom. All right, so I think that looks pretty good. Last thing we need to do is attach the text here. So I'm going to highlight everything one more time, right click on that and choose Attach. So now we have our card that is 8.5 by 5.5, and we have our text using the marker. You can see our layers over here. We have the pumpkin, which is set to draw, the text is set to draw, and our shape is set to cut. I'm going to go to the upper right hand corner, choose and make it. So there's our card there. I'm going to go ahead and plug in my maker, cut this out, go to the table, and we'll put our card together. All right, friends, we are back. Our card is cut out. The first thing we want to do is score it. So I'm going to bring in my Cricut trimmer, and I'm going to score this at 4 1/4. We'll line it up at the 4 1/4 inch mark there, and then we're going to score it. Okay, so now we have our score mark. Now we can fold the card in half. And I'm going to take my Cricut spatula and just crease that really well so it lays nice and flat. All right, now for the inside pieces, I have a piece of black cardstock. This is 4 by 5.5. My white piece is 3 by 5 1/4. So I'm going to take my black piece, I'm using my ATG, my Advanced Tape Glider, and we're going to adhere this on the inside. And normally I would have this be centered. I'm actually going to go all the way to the right. So I'm lining up the bottom and the sides on the black and the orange. Okay, now we have our white piece. So when I close the card, you see the black here. So my white piece, if I put that in the middle, I'm going to see the white. I don't like that, so I'm actually going to move the white all the way over to this way. And you can do the card any way you want to, but I wanted to see the black through. So I have my white, just kind of center it up with the score mark on the side, or in the center right there. And then just press that down. So now I have a spot for my greeting, but when my card is closed, you don't see the white, you just see the black. Isn't that super cute? All right, so here's that card, and I have a finished card, so one to mail, one to make. So you'll receive this card, the finished card, and this one you can assemble yourselves. To win the card kit, just go to my website. I will have a direct link below. Be the first to comment, and you'll be the card kit winner. Super simple. All right, my friends, there you have it. A really simple Halloween card that we used from yesterday's project from the Decor. Really fun. Any questions at all, please let me know. As always, thanks so much for watching. Have a great day, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.